Hey lovelies, come here real quick. So I want to gauge your attention to the Houston video, and I want you to let me know your thoughts on this, and I will give a detailed commentary in a few.
Oh my God!
Weave store in Houston couldn't even stay open for a day because black women decided to act a fool and get it shut down.
All right, y'all, you heard the sheriff. That's when my mom and I were like, we're out of here. It's getting rowdy. There were about 3 ambulances. The sheriff's office was there. My good, it was so rowdy and bad.
3 ambulances.
Y'all are embarrassing. Jonathan comes down here, opens up a store, and y'all did exactly what he thought y'all was going to do. He did that on purpose, letting them know that it was going to be free stuff. He wanted to see y'all act a fool because he got shut down by the city in less than a couple hours of being open.
Mark.
Ladies, we got to learn how to conduct ourselves better. It makes no sense to fight and play tug-of-war outside for some wigs.
The grand opening and videos of the grand closing on the same FYP scroll is crazy. So y'all know Jonathan just opened up his hair store, yesterday or the day before? And made it a whole event, y'all. Like, this has been something that he's been talking about and preparing for a long time. Was giving out free supplies, free wigs, free bundles, all that. Like, really made it worth coming out for. Really was trying to help the people. We love that. But clearly y'all don't love it enough, because for y'all to go down there and act a complete fool to the point the police had to come and shut it down is outrageous. Like, come on now, y'all. It's not even every day that anybody gives out free stuff anymore, or even care to try to help the people out. But he took it upon himself on his grand opening, mind y'all. Probably just spent the bag on getting everything set up, getting his space, getting the equipment, getting the supplies, all that. Yet still decided to try to put on for his people, hand out free wigs, free bundles, all that. They're not.
Who don't want a free wig or free bundles? But for y'all to act a complete ass and get the police called out there because y'all was acting like hyenas and fighting over wigs, he couldn't even really enjoy his moment because literally the whole Houston, Texas police department was out there. A grand opening turned into a grand closing in a couple of hours. That is crazy. Y'all gotta get y'all shit together and learn how to act accordingly in public. Black people are so embarrassing. Like, it be your own people. He said he will be reopening the store, but come on now, y'all gotta do better than that. Literally, he put his sweat and tears into that store, and it wasn't even like open for a whole day. He shouldn't even have to do a grand opening because the store should already be up and running by now. But because y'all act a fool and act the ass, that man business got shut down same day.
Houston, Jonathan Wright, black male, owned a beauty shop in Houston. Now, why y'all had to act all like that? The man said he was giving y'all some free weave. He giving y'all some hair conditioning, giving y'all some hair combs and all that stuff for his darn grand opening. And y'all had to get the whole Houston department to come out there. Soon as he opened, he closed. The man wasn't even able to open up his shop, his beauty salon. But Jonathan said he's coming back. He's gonna do a reopening. He just not getting ready to send out black folks out there. That y'all know the ones, them black folks. There's a couple sets of black folks. Y'all can get married all y'all want to. Them went out there. The man couldn't even enjoy his grand opening. Jonathan Wright in Houston, Texas. Pull it up. I ain't pulling it up. Had a grand opening. Supposed to be a nice shop. He gave away hair bundles, this, that. Had the whole police force out there. Man can't even open up, but he says, don't worry, I'll be back. I'll come back for another opening. Y'all just ain't coming. Pull it up. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. You know, it's turning kind of black people. Y'all can argue with it or not. But you just got them certain black people, just the black folks don't even want to be around them. Don't be killing my comments. I'm just saying, I'm black. It's just certain black folks I just don't want to be around.
That whole situation in Houston at that wig store or that hair store, that grand opening, was insane. All you see is a sea of bonnets, house shoes, overweight bonnets, house shoes, nightgowns, night robes, night clothes. Absolutely nothing to do, because what are you doing sleeping outside for some hair? And trust and believe, I am a wig wearer. I have on a wig right now. This is Hair VV. This is a nice, expensive wig. Was expensive for me, but it doesn't matter. Like most of these women out here, most women wear extensions and wigs and things like that. But for them to be sitting outside waiting to get into this hair store for some free bundles, the cops had to come and shut it down. The whole thing was just a big hot ghetto mess. And it makes me think, why do people like Houston anyway? Like, I've heard good things about Houston, like, oh, well, it's nice, it's where people go that make good money or whatever. But every time I hear about Houston, it's always some ratchet behavior.
Houston, another beauty supply store opens, huh? And the crowd? Unreal. Hundreds of black women wrapped in bonnets, slipping through cracks, still in their nightgowns, as if the front porch became a fitting room, as if presentation no longer matters. And no, this isn't about respectability, it's about self respect. We've made it normal, almost cultural, to show up in public like we just roll out of bed. Because we did. We'll say, it's just the hair store, it's just a quick stop. Let me be comfortable. But comfort has become camouflage. We're using comfort to excuse disengagement. From how we show up, from how we value ourselves, and from how we're seen by the next generation. Sis, what happened to standards? How did we go from dressing like queens to barely getting dressed at all? You say it's just clothes, but your daughter is watching you treat errands like sleepovers. She's watching you show up halfway. Not because you don't have better, but because you stopped caring enough to do better. Meanwhile, we line up for wigs made of synthetic chemicals, some proven to be toxic to our health. What was going on at the Houston hair store? We'll show up unwashed, unbothered, unpresentable, but we're never late to chase what covers our pain. Think about that. We're risking cancer for curls that aren't even ours. We'll defend bonnets in public, but call our natural hair too hard to deal with. We'll fight online about how we don't owe the world beauty, yet we owe ourselves nothing too. This isn't freedom. This is fatigue. This is disconnection in disguise. We're tired, but we don't rest. We just settle and we mask that with convenience. Let's get honest. We're lining up for synthetic strands in sleepwear to avoid dealing with the truth in the mirror. We don't hate hair stores. We hate our hair. And it's showing up in our routines, in our urgencies, and yes, in how we show up in public. But sis, this doesn't have to be the narrative, not at all. We can reclaim our beauty without disrespecting our bodies. We can show up comfortably and presentable. We can love our hair without burning it off to fit in. We can stand tall without needing 30 inches of someone else's DNA. So guys, based on this video that I have seen, I am so disturbed by it, by the urgency. I'm disturbed by the way in which black women were going on for synthetic hair, and the recent publication we know of about braids being carcinogenic and having all sorts of toxins that can affect our reproductive health and overall health and well-being. And The way in which our black women were behaving, I'm telling you, I was so disappointed. And so I had to share this. And I encourage you, black women, value yourself. Value yourself. We're not defined by wigs. We're not defined by sales. 20% off sales. We're not defined by that. Not saying that getting something at an affordable price isn't a good thing, but the way in which it is done, the videos are disturbing. It reminds me of the recent KFC sales in Jamaica, where several persons broke out glass and they had to call in the police to calm the crowd. It was just chaotic. So I want us to value ourselves as women and as a people, because I think men were there too. Value ourselves. We can't be behaving like that. What message are we sending our children? What are we saying to them? This is the acceptable behavior. All right, check out some other videos here where other persons share their opinion. Feel